Okay, hi. How are you today? How are you today?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad. How's everything over there? How's everything going on?
It's going perfect. Apart
Oh,
from the weather,
oh yeah. Raining and also like windy, things like that, right?
yeah, it is raining here in Cork.
Oh, you're in Cork. Oh, okay. I live in Cork, like.
I like Cork City, but it's like I love Ireland, but apart from the raining part, it's
Yeah.
absolutely fabulous.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I know. Yeah. My previous company was my previous job was in Cork, and though it was fully remotely, so I do go there like maybe once a while just to meet up with some of my colleagues back then. But I was working from Dublin, entire like almost 3 years. Yeah. Anyway, let's delve into today's topic. Today's topic, which is the strategy of a business analyst in 2024. Today, I'll be speaking with Lalita. She's a senior business analyst, with version one. As we delve into this conversation today, is just to be able to at least, improve and inform people that want to transition, and also motivate people out there, just for them to understand, the strategy behind, getting a job in 2024, or either those that want to transition into business analyst. While we delve into the topic today, Lalita, can you tell me a bit about yourself, please, if you don't mind, please?
Of course, of course. First of all, thank you so much, Banks, for having me on your podcast. It is really an honor to be here.
Thank you.
Um, My name is Lalita Lalwani. I work as Vice President of the Professional Development with IIBA Ireland chapter, and I work with absolutely amazingly talented people in the board. All of our initiatives are towards that how to make Ireland better aware about business analysis profession, and also helping everyone if they are transitioning to the business analysis role or they are growing in the same role. So anyone can have that opportunity to work with us, to volunteer with us, get the advantage of the sessions we are having, webinars we are having, and start their career as business analysis profession or grow in the same career.
Oh, okay. Why, for the first question, like, why do you think, the role of a business analyst is important in today's, business landscape? From your experience, I know you have a vast experience as a business analyst. So why do you think the role is very important, in this period?
So I think business analysis role is not only important, but it is indispensable role in the organizations.
Yeah,
So by definition, if I say it, business analysts are people who bridge the gap between the business people and the technical teams.
yeah,
Having said that, it seems pretty simple. It should not be that challenging role. It should not be dynamic role, but it is very dynamic role because business analysis professionals, they help organizations to make the informed decisions,
yeah,
and they help them to provide the effective solutions of any problem they have. So if you'll see a business analyst in action at every step, from requirement analysis to implementation to process improvement to communication, they are like heroes, I would say.
sure.
And if you'll see, like in business requirement analysis, it's not only about just facilitating the sessions. It's about identifying the right stakeholders, identifying the right set of people to be in a meeting so that we can ask the right set of questions to
Yeah,
them. And also at the same time, it's like uh, if they are spending their time, it should be a worthwhile to they should get something out of their time. If you'll see them navigating through the change, business analysts are change agents. And if an organization is going through a change, then we thrive on changes. And also at the same time, we help teams to muddle through those changes and help them to make business effective in all the changes.
yeah.
So if you'll see, business analysts are like rock stars.
That's true. That's true. I know how very important it is, in organization, to have a business analyst, and in terms of a project, like, in terms of change, in terms of process improvement, in terms of like, requirement gathering, stakeholders management, these are very, very, very important, to be able to at least, know how to do it. Like, especially when you have, number of, stakeholders that are very, very difficult. Like, so you need to know how to handle, stakeholders like in this period of ours. Going to the next questions, like, what are some of the emerging trends and developments, shaping the field of business analysis, in this 2024? Because I know that you write a lot of, a lot of books, like a lot of write up that have been staying around, and I know you have a very vast, experience on this. What are the trends that you believe are the emerging trend that, and development are shaping the field of business analysis in this 2024?
Talk about the trends, it's like a business analysis profession is ever changing field. It's very dynamic. I think that's what I'm inspired about this profession, and I don't want to change anything about my profession, is because every day I find a new challenge. Every day I find something to learn. So that is something I love about this industry. All right. So if you'll say, first and foremost change, I would say, is artificial intelligence, because there's a lot of boom about that right now. And if you see, everyone is talking about AI. And people are worried, more than embracing that change, they are worried about if AI will take over their jobs. AI will not take over a business analysis job, because business analysis profession requires a human intellect, which is utmost important. Be it communication, be it active listening, be it empathy, be it any behavioral skills. AI will not take care of it. Where AI, I would say, will help us. Like as I said, that business analyst, one of the main role of the business analysis is to provide business with the suitable data so that they can take the informed decisions. Now, AI can help us in that. AI can help us to interpret the complex set of data very easily, and it will not be very time consuming. So AI can help in that. One trend I would say is definitely AI. Another trend I would say, it's not a recent one, but customer centric approach. As we are in the industry and customer is always a king. So now with the AI, it will be more focused that we should provide the solutions which are more customer centric, and customers should be happy with the solutions. So the responsibilities is getting increased for the business analysis profession, because if you see, right now, if someone tells me, okay, this is the data set, we need to do this decision, what I'll do is, like, I'll manipulate the data, I will get out the trends and insights. But now with the AI, everyone would be expecting from me that I should give them the better insights. Plus, it should not be taking so much of time with the advancement of the AI. So customer centric is going to change dynamically. Apart from that, I would say that there are a couple of other trends like agile. So people often confuse between the hybrid, waterfall, and agile. And some of the companies I have seen, they do say that they are working in agile mode, which is not exactly agile. So more focus would be on the business analyst. That okay, if industry is stepping into the agile mode, it's our responsibility to let them know that what is agile, and how it is how business analyst profession is getting changed in agile mode rather than in waterfall mode. Like writing a better user stories, and incorporating the changes. Like, for example, if a sprint is a 2 week, and a customer is saying, okay, add this feature in this sprint, and then you can add this feature as well in this stream. So it is a role of business analysis to make them understand that having agility doesn't mean you can add or change the sprint whenever you want. It's a 14 days sprint. So obviously all the team, all the developers, testers, they are busy with the features which are already on the sprint. So yeah, that in that way, the role is going to change.
Okay. Yeah. You've actually captured my mind in the terms of AI, because I'm in the business of data analytics, and there's quite a lot of in terms of reporting, in terms of like trending of prediction, BI development, things like that, solutions, and one of the things that I know that AI is going to help us to do is on reporting, and
Yeah.
this is one of the things that as things are changing, everything is evolving. One needs to as long as one needs to also develop itself, and one of the most important thing as a business analyst is being able to keep developing oneself, because everything changes. As things are changing, you also need to at least change along with it, like improve yourself,
Yeah.
improve your knowledge. If it's to get knowledge on AI, go and learn how to do little coding of maybe Python. You don't necessarily have to be a technical person, but at least understanding how it works, right? Because your job as a business analyst is to be able to understand how the problem is and how you can solve the problem. In terms of and bringing out solution, right? So it's actually very important, as the everything is trending, everything is changing, that one should also move towards understanding the tech industry, and get involved and understand how things work, and from there you become superstar in your field. Yeah.
Absolutely lock on that thought, Banks. I know where are you coming from. Like for business analysts, we say that okay, AI is coming up, so all these things will change. Now we have to learn the AI. I will not say that as a business analyst you cannot be a perfect in all the technologies, perfect, get perfection in all the technologies, tools and techniques. But you should know just enough to know that which technique, which technology to use at which circumstance, which is like key point for the business analysis profession.
You're very right. You're very correct. Very correct. Very correct. And that brings me back. That brings me to how important is it, like a business analyst to be proficient in various technological tools, just like what you explained just now. How important is it? You know, especially those that want to transition, or probably those that are just coming up to be a BA. How important is it?
So personally, I am really firm believer of keep upskilling yourself, be it in business analysis profession or any other profession. If you are in IT field, you need to upskill yourself. So it's important, like it's the foundation of your career prospects, that you need to upskill yourself. You need to see that what's going on in the industry. And I would say that as I said, that there are a lot many tools and technologies. You don't need to be expert in everything, but you need to know enough that if you're going in a, for example, workshop, you should know that technology, technique, or tool enough to understand that how this will impact the solution and make stakeholders understand that how they can use this technology. So it's very important in that way. And also, if I would say that being having the professional courses as well help you a lot. Now I know that professional courses can be expensive sometimes, but then it really boosts you. Another thing is attend the conferences to the related fields, network with people in the related field, so that you know the trends, you know that how you can upskill yourself. It is very important, because networking, if you'll go in any field apart from the business analysis profession, especially in business analysis profession, because our whole foundation is on the communication, active listening, all these things. And if you are not good at making networks, then I would say that you need to improve those skills so that you can be best in your field.
That's true. You're very correct. Like, communication is very important. Active listening, ability to listen and ability to communicate, and ability to understand the product and the project as well. So it's very, very important, right? So, and,
Yeah.
I want to be able to ask one question that I believe that will relate to people that are already in the field. For those already in the field, what strategy, can we use to navigate career transition, or advanced in their, current role as a business analyst? I know you just became like a senior business analyst. From that angle, what advice can you give?
That's a very good question. Actually, I actually hear this question a lot from people who want to start as a business analysis professional and who are already in this field and they want to grow in this field.
Yeah, all
So,
right.
as I said that I'm personally a firm believer of learning. Now, learning is only learn. It's not only about learning new things coming up. It's about you should be ready to unlearn and then learn again. Like, for example, if I know a technique, if I consider myself expert in technique, I would automatically shut down the doors for the relearning that technique because maybe some other person knows this technique better and they can tell me that how to use it in a better way. So always keep open that knowledge door that okay, I might not be expert in something, but some other person knows it. I can learn from them.
Yeah.
So it's ready to unlearn and relearn something, upskilling yourself, and also at the same time networking. Plus, I would say domain knowledge is also. I'm seeing that domain knowledge in couple of business analyst roles, they are asking for the domain knowledge. So if you know particular domain and if you're working in a domain for a couple of years, you should know that domain in and out. You should know how to talk to people about any problem, all these things. And apart from that, I would say soft skills, as I mentioned, that is the foundation of the business analysis profession. So keep upskilling yourself on the soft skills as well, like technologies, techniques, tools that we can learn anytime. Like if I need to learn Tableau, I'll go ahead and start any YouTube or go ahead to the Tableau website, I can learn it. But soft skill is something which takes a lot of time to improve. It is actually about coming out from your comfort zone. If someone is not a communicator, for business analysis, you need a good communication skill. So it takes a lot of time to be at that level where you can run the workshops, you can connect with different stakeholders, you can make that reputation with them. So yeah, these things I would say learn, network, keep working on your soft skills. These all things are really important.
Yeah, you're very right because one of the most important thing as a business analyst is the training of new things, and you have to keep upskilling yourself. You have to keep making sure that you whatever comes out you're able to learn it. If it's to go ahead to write certifications, if it's to go ahead to learn something from YouTube, that as long as it's going to improve your performance, while working, it's very important to go ahead to learn it because your job is to be able to at least deliver. And any way you can deliver this job is necessary to keep learning because that is the only way. And as a business analyst, domain knowledge is also very important because you need to understand whatever you want to sell to the stakeholders. You need to understand the in and out of that domain. If it's going to be BI solution, what kind of BI tools do you want to use? How do you explain it to them? It's going to be like a data enhancement. If it's going to be like maybe a UI, improvement, like what are the things that you want to put? What are the features you want to incorporate into that platform? How do you use it? These are the things where you do your business requirements that you need to understand. How it definitely works. And I totally understand. I totally agree with you. Yeah, that's true. To be honest, yeah.
I totally reckon with you there, Banks. Actually, you have brought a very good point that to grow in this role, like having started this role is like foundation of working on your behavioral skills, learn something. But to grow in the same role also requires learning because something hands-on and something in theory is completely different. If you know something in theory and you have done that, roll up your sleeve, do that thing, then you know that how this is effective for that particular solution. In if I have read about some technique and if I have done that technique personally, professionally, then if I'm giving the demo for that technique to a stakeholder group, I will be more confident if I know how does that work rather than only reading the theory about it. So it's very important to Get ready, roll up your sleeve, and do it yourself.
You're very correct. I think one of the things that actually helped me here was I came from a data background, and I have like almost 5 years experience in data reporting, BI solution, data analytics generally, and which made me to go ahead to also have a master's in data analytics. So I've been in that business of data analytics that I can easily just say, okay, what are the trending tools like? What are the things that we need to do? Can we use Python on this? Can we use SQL on this? And what can we improve? If we are enhancing any data, if we want to like integrate data migration, this domain, I have vast knowledge on them, and it actually helped me, in terms of being a BA because my background, I come from a background of data analytics, which it helped me in doing my job at the moment right now. And whenever I see stakeholders talk, whenever I see colleagues, talks about data tools, I try to listen to them. Like I want to learn what is it that they're talking about. Especially when I see something that is new as well too in the industry. I was like, okay, what is happening? What is trending? Let me come learn about this. I'm very keen to learning. One of the most important thing about me is learning. I love to learn. I love to see how things evolve. I love to see how things change. And I believe that if a man keep learning, there's no how you will improve your skills because learning make you better. Learning make you better each day. And with time, as you keep learning, you also improve in doing your job. That's what I know.
Absolutely, absolutely, I would say. And in fact, I have seen that many people confuse about business analysis profession is only business analyst. Like you mentioned that you come from the data analytics field. So data analytics is also a part of business analysis profession. So it's a very vast umbrella where we have lot many roles like business intelligence, data analyst, business system analyst, financial analyst. All these different roles they lie in this umbrella.
Yeah, you're correct. You're right.
So all the experience do matter in the business analyst role.
Yeah, very correct, very correct. And so what do you think about the future of business analysis beyond 2024, and how can aspiring analysts prepare for upcoming changes and opportunities?
These questions actually bring me back to my career when I started it. So it's been more than a decade I am working as a business analyst, and I still remember that when I started as business analyst, it was more of a you have been considered a ninja at that time. I mean, we considered as ninja warrior right now as well, but at that time it was mix of all the roles. As a business analyst, I had done the data analysis, business intelligence, and at the same time predictive prescriptive analytics as well. So with growing in this field, I have seen that now focus is getting shifted to the more specific roles. Like for example, now you can see in the market we have data analyst as a different role, business analyst as a different role, functional analyst, and there are agile business analyst, digital business analyst, IT business analyst. And if you go in the domain side, you can see that there are financial analysts as well.
Yeah, correct.
So focus is getting shifted to the more specific roles. So now it's time to ask yourself that, okay, which area is I'm more interested in, and work on that area. Go specialize there and be expert there so that you can excel in your career.
Yeah.
And another thing I have seen is after COVID, the remote working is getting embraced everywhere. Now, business analyst role, as I said, that relies upon the communication. So now we have to learn how to make reputation with the stakeholders remotely, which is very challenging because when you are in a room with them and connecting with them face to face, it's complete different experience than connecting with them over Zoom call or over Teams call.
Yeah, correct.
So we need to embrace that change and see how to use our skills effectively in that field. Also, again, continuous learning and upskilling. I cannot emphasize more on this one. Networking having a professional mentor, and having a professional group where you can share your concerns and get the answers, not answers specifically to your problem, maybe knowledge sharing, so you learn from each other. So it's like professional groups, I do consider them as oceans of knowledge, because in a group, if there are 10 people, you are learning from 10 different people. So it's very important to be part of those professional groups and actively participate on in these discussions, so that you can also learn, you can put forward your questions, you can get the ideas, and at the same time it helps us to improve our soft skills as well. It helps us improving active listening, it helps us improving facilitation, communication, empathy, all these things as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're very correct. Because of our time, what advice will you give, those that want to transition, or those that are already working as a business analyst and want to like, change career or, climb the ladder? What advice will you give them out there? At least for those that are going to watch this.
The one advice I would give is business analyst profession sometimes looks boring, but it is very dynamic. And if you explore at the right places, you will see that it is ever changing, vibrant, and you have something for yourself. Like, for example, let's say if you don't like reporting, dashboarding, look for the another area of the business analysis. Yeah. So always look for the opportunities, and always find find time to improve yourself, find time to personally and professionally grow in this area, and have those professional network where you can turn up if you are stuck somewhere. That is, I think it's the key, because I believe most, if sometime I'm stuck somewhere, I always reach out to my professional network, that I am stuck here, I know this technique, but I'm not sure if this is the, if technique A or technique B is the right technique for this problem. Can you guide me? Have you ever encountered this kind of problem? So having a good professional network is equally important.
Okay. And you've actually said it all, networking, upskilling yourself, keep learning. If you have issue, try as much as possible to reach out people, and communication as well, which is very important. I just want to say thank you very much, for your time. I really appreciate on the short notice that you're able to join. And I look forward as well to catching you in person, one of the days, in at IIBA Ireland. And also for those that want to like, watch and also want to reach out to Lalita, I'm going to be dropping, LinkedIn profile whereby you can, reach her, and want to speak or want to get more advice, as a business analyst. I'm sure she'll be very open doing that. And thank you very much, Lalita. Do have a great day.
Thanks, thank you for having me.
Bye.
Yeah,
Okay.
bye.